Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are jumping into one of the most fun, and let's be honest, one of the most intense adventures you can have, bringing home a new puppy.
So let's get right into it. What if I told you that the same principles used to train those incredible search and rescue dogs could actually help you raise a happy, well-adjusted family pet? Because honestly, these foundational ideas are universal. It's not about creating a super dog, it's about building a super bond.
So here's our game plan. We've broken this down into 6 key areas that are going to guide you from that very first day all the way to having a fantastic companion. We're covering the whole shebang. All right, first up, and I can't stress this enough, the critical window. We're talking about the time between 8 weeks and 6 months old. This isn't just some phase, you guys. This is the bedrock for literally everything to come. See, this is about so much more than just potty training. Right now, you are literally shaping your puppy's future personality. Their brain is like this little sponge, just soaking up every single experience. And what you do now determines whether they grow into a confident, stable adult dog. What I love about this is it's like a cheat sheet from the pros. On the left, you've got all the good stuff we want to cheer on, that curiosity, that desire to work with you. On the right, those are the things to keep an eye on. For example, you want a dog that perseveres, for sure. But you need to gently guide them so that doesn't harden into a stubborn streak that makes them ignore you. This is your chance to nurture all those amazing instincts. Okay, so building on that foundation, let's talk about our first major pillar, socialization. The best way to think about this, it's like a behavioral vaccine. You're inoculating your puppy against fear and aggression down the road. It's probably the single most important gift you can give them.
The main point here is pretty simple. You are teaching your puppy that the world is an awesome, interesting place, not something scary. This means positive, happy introductions to, well, everything. The vacuum cleaner, kids on skateboards, friendly strangers, other well-behaved dogs. You're building up this huge mental library of good experiences that they can pull from for the rest of their life.
All right, next up, stimulation. Why? Because a bored puppy with too much energy is a destructive puppy. This is where so many of those problem behaviors, the barking, the chewing on your shoes, really come from. It's such a simple idea, but it's incredibly powerful. If you don't give your puppy's brain and body a job to do, they will find one. And trust me, you are not going to like the job they pick for themselves. Our goal is to channel all that amazing puppy energy into things that are fun and productive. And look at this, 3 super easy ways to get started today. Puzzle toys that make them think for their dinner? Genius. Teaching a new trick every few days? That's a great brain workout. And just changing up your walk? You're opening up a whole new world of exciting smells for them to explore. Now for the really fun part, play. But it is so much more than just throwing a ball around. Play is essentially the language of your relationship. This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Play is how you build that deep, trusting bond. When you're the one playing with your puppy, you stop being just the person who fills the food bowl and becomes the center of their universe, the source of all the fun. And check out how efficient it is. This is kind of a mind-blowing fact. Just 30 minutes of good, energetic playtime can tire a puppy out more than a 2-hour-long walk. It's an incredible workout that also keeps reinforcing the idea that you are the most exciting thing in their world. Okay, so we've got this great foundation. How do we actually start teaching them things? Let's get into the modern approach, which is all about communication, not domination. The heart of all modern effective training is this idea right here, positive reinforcement. It's simple, really. You just mark and reward the behavior you want to see more of. It basically turns training into a fun game, and your puppy becomes this super enthusiastic student who's actively trying to figure out what you want. And one of the best tools for this is the clicker. The easiest way to think of it is like a camera shutter. It takes a picture of the exact moment your puppy does the right thing. That click sound tells them with perfect timing, yes, that right there, that's what earned you this tasty treat. The benefits here are just so clear. It's fast, it's stress-free, and it's a crystal clear way to communicate. That click sound is always the same, and it cuts through all the other noise, making it way easier for your dog to learn. It just makes the whole process more efficient and fun for everyone. Look, even when we do everything right, sometimes we hit a wall and we need to call in some help. But
And this is a big but. It is vital to know who to call, because not all dog professionals are created equal.
Okay, you really need to understand this difference. A dog trainer is like a coach. They teach skills, the how-to of sit, stay, and walking nicely on a leash. A canine ethologist is more like a psychologist. They dig into the why behind really deep-seated issues like severe anxiety or fear. Knowing who to call will save you a ton of time, money, and heartache. So, after all of that, what's the big takeaway here? As you're going through these chaotic, amazing first few months, what's the one thing you really need to hold on to? Well, it all boils down to your perspective.
The real goal here isn't just about creating an obedient dog who follows commands. It's about nurturing a confident, trusting partner for life. Every game you play, every positive new experience, that's a deposit in your relationship bank. So that leaves you with a final question to think about as you start this journey. Are you just teaching commands, or are you building a relationship? The answer to that is going to shape everything.